Hey everyone. So today we are going to continue with our Elementor Basics series. Um, in the last video, we downloaded Elementor Pro, and we installed both of those. So now we should have all the tools we need to continue. And today what we're going to do is take a look at the editor, take a look at editing pages, and take a look at some of the widgets. So Elementor is a page builder, and one of the main functionalities is the editor. So right now, if you want to just come into your WordPress website here, just come over to pages, and we'll just add a page that we're going to use to demo Elementor. So let's say that we were actually working on a new professional website. So we would have a home page. So then all you need to do is type in the name, click Edit with Elementor up here in the top left corner. So once that is loaded, you'll see that you're actually brought into the Elementor Editor here. Now this is where we're going to spend a lot of time in this tutorial. This is where you can customize your page. You can see widgets here on the left side. You can see a live preview of your page. If I actually did a preview of this page right now, you'd see that that's actually what it looks like. That's one of the major benefits of Elementor and other page builders like that is you can actually see, you get like a live preview of the page you're actually building. So you can see exactly where you're editing, exactly where you're adding. First, we want to just start off in the page settings. We want to make sure that title came through. The status of the page is draft because we have not published it. The publish button is up here on the right-hand side. The excerpt is used in a lot of different places. This is usually just a quick description of your page. Once you start using SEO plugins and things like that, this can become more or less important, but featured image as well. This can be pulled into many different parts of your WordPress site. Again, it can be the default social share image and things like that, but we'll get into all of that later. Allow comments is default WordPress behavior that allows users who are signed in or not to leave comments on posts. We'll have it off on main pages. Hide title will just hide the title of the page right there. And the page layout. So this is, right now we want to actually switch this to a canvas. Elementor pulls headers, footers, and other aspects of pages from your theme builder. And we haven't gotten into the theme builder yet, so you can see that the header and the footer are just default. There's not much there. So we can just get rid of that by switching this to a canvas. When you start actually building professional sites, you're going to want to use default full width or theme here to actually pull in parts of your site like your header and like your footer that are used in many different places across the site. And you just want to have to edit that once instead of building them out on every single page. But for now, let's just switch this to a canvas, and you'll see that the header and the footer disappear there. So as you can see now, we're left with a blank Elementor canvas without a header and footer. So on the left side, you'll see a bunch of widgets. Now, these are what you're going to use to actually build your website. We'll go through these in detail. There's a lot of them here. There's global widgets and add-ons and a whole bunch of other stuff we can include. At the top left, we have the Elementor menu. This has a link to the theme builder, your history, your preferences, shortcuts, your Elementor account, and it allows you to exit back to WordPress. Basically, what I use here is history and theme builder. Theme builder we'll get into later. History, if you change something on your site, which I have, you actually can roll back to different versions of it. And then beside the Elementor menu, we have add an element, which will just bring you back to this widget screen here. Beside that, we have the site settings. So this is similar to, if you've used WordPress before, the appearance tab, which allows you to change the global font, global colors, things like that. Elementor still has that with the Hello Elementor theme. So you can see if you go to typography and you want to change your H1 typography globally, you can do that and pick a font in there. We'll go through this in more detail, but there's a lot of stuff in here, including page transitions and lightbox settings and all of that. when you come in and edit in here, you have to save your changes because it's a separate site part. So we'll just do that. Then we can go back over here to structure. So I use this a lot as well. This structure pop-up will actually give you the entire structure of your Elementor page. Let's say you added a few containers in here. You can see that they actually pop up in the site structure. So if you're looking for something, this makes it pretty easy to find where anything is on the site, what container it's in, etc. You can actually change the names of containers and stuff like that as well from this structure pop-up. So moving on, beside site structure up here, we have notes. Now notes actually, if you're working collaboratively or you want to leave something for yourself in the editor, just a quick little thought, you actually can do that with notes. You actually need something to leave a note on. We just had empty containers before. But if you click this heading that you just added, you can actually leave a note on it. Then anytime you come back into that section of the website, you'll be able to see, if you have teammates or anything like that, you can see what they've commented on. So lastly, we just have these buttons in the top right. A lot of these are just buttons that will take you to the Elementor website. Checklist is just going to be, I can't even move that. Can move that. It's just going to show you some things from Elementor, like adding your logo, assigning a homepage, things that we're actually going to do. Then we go on to what's new, which is just news from Elementor. Finder is going to be, can be useful if you don't know how to use a widget. You can search for it. It'll take you over to the Elementor site. Same thing with help. It'll take you to the Elementor site. Really, the only two buttons up here that I ever use are preview changes and then publish. So preview changes will actually allow you to, without publishing your page, see all of the changes on the live page that you've made. So if I just wanted to change something like this, and I click preview changes, it actually will change on this preview. And if you click publish, because of the way that our site, because of our URLs, how they're structured, it'll just work as the the name of our page here, home, is going to be what that URL is. So if we go /home here, we'll actually see this is a live version of that page that we just created. Obviously, we didn't do much, and we're going to get into a lot of these widgets and things later. But hopefully that helped you as a little intro into the Elementor editor. In the next couple of videos, we'll go through container, grid, and actually building a professional website. If you have any questions, or if you'd like me to cover anything in particular, please leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'm happy to take a look. And yeah, thank you so much.